What's the matter? Can't reach the ketchup from down there? The college kid sneered, looming over her as he laughed. His hoodie hung loose, his confidence tighter than his grip on the soda cup he hadn't paid for. Around the fast food dining area, gasps, smirks, and stifled giggles broke out like wildfire. A group of students at the corner table exchanged high fives. Phones hovered in shaky hands already recording. The girl in the wheelchair didn't move. She didn't flinch. She just looked up, calm, composed, her long blonde hair falling over her black shirt. The words U.S. Navy SEAL printed boldly on the side of her wheelchair. But no one noticed. Or rather, no one took it seriously. "Hey," the boy pressed, "I'm talking to you. Or is the wheelchair too high-tech for you to hear?" She blinked once, slowly, as if deciding whether to respond to an insect or let it crawl away unnoticed. Then with perfect poise, she spoke. "You have 5 seconds to walk away. That's not a threat. That's a courtesy." His buddies behind him laughed even harder now, slapping the table. "Oh no," one of them said, fake trembling. "She's gonna roll over our toes." The girl exhaled through her nose, calm, steady, deadly. Across the room, a man stood up, then another, then a woman by the door. In total, 7 people stood, and more followed. 10, 15, 20, all dressed in plain clothes, some holding trays, others sipping drinks. But each one bore the quiet tension of someone trained to act. The bullies turned around, confused. The first man stepped forward, flashing a badge just long enough for it to be seen. "SEAL Team 3, he said, his voice like granite. "She's not alone." The kid laughed nervously. "Wait, are you serious? What is this? Some kind of veteran flash mob?" "Something like that," another voice answered from the back. Deeper, older. "Except we don't flash, we strike." By now the entire room was full of Navy SEALs, 35 of them to be exact, retired, active, reassigned, and every one of them was there for her. Because Lieutenant Commander Ava James wasn't just a Navy SEAL. She was a combat veteran, former tactical commander, and a decorated leader who had saved more lives than the combined total of everyone in that restaurant. She lost her ability to walk in a helicopter crash while rescuing hostages in Syria, and still returned to active duty to train the next generation. That night, she was out with her team for a reunion dinner. One they hadn't expected would turn into a lesson in humility for someone else. The lead bully stammered, backing up. "I didn't mean anything by it. I was just joking." "Wrong kind of joke," said one SEAL. "Wrong kind of person." "You see that woman?" another one added. "She could have ended you with a spoon before your brain caught up." The group of students suddenly looked very small. Ava finally rolled her chair back, brushing past the boy as she wheeled toward the exit. Before she passed, she paused, just long enough to deliver the only words he'd remember that night. "You judge me because I sit lower than you, but I've stood taller in more battles than you'll ever see. Don't mistake stillness for weakness. It's often the last calm before you lose." With that, she nodded to her team. The SEALs fell in behind her, some stopping to shake hands with shocked onlookers, others simply glaring at the kids who still hadn't picked their jaws off the table. No punches were thrown, no weapons drawn, but respect hit harder than any bullet ever could. By the time they left, the room had transformed from a theater of mockery into a shrine of silence. The bullies were left sitting in their own embarrassment, their videos never posted, their egos crushed under the weight of a truth they hadn't been trained to recognize. Real strength doesn't shout, it simply arrives. Don't ever underestimate someone based on what you see. Wheelchair or not, true warriors carry battles in their blood, not in their stance. And sometimes the quietest person in the room is the one who could silence it forever. Or maybe this story reminded you of someone special. If it did, drop their initials in the comments and let us know where in the world you're watching from. Hit that like button and subscribe for more life-changing moments.